Good morning, fourth graders, and welcome to Thinking Thursday with Mrs. Rotolo. This is my last video for the week, and hopefully it will help you with some of the problems you have to do today. But before we get started, I have a joke for you. And today's joke is, why did the student eat his homework? Well, because the teacher told him it was a piece of cake. And I think today's lessons will be a piece of cake for you. All right, the only one that may give you trouble is this very first one because it has to do with time. So we're going to take a good look at it. It says a worker at a car wash checks the soap container every 37 minutes to 93 minutes. And what that means is that he could check the soap container anytime after 37 minutes and before 93 minutes go by so that he can refill it. If he checked the container at 10:40 a.m., that's a given. That's when he checked it. At which time could he check it again? That doesn't mean he will. That means could he. So you know that he will not check that container before 37 minutes go by. So we know we're going to start with 10:40. And we want that duration, or that time that he could check it, to be 37 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and add 10 minutes and add 10 minutes and add 10 minutes. We'll see how that goes. So if I'm going to add 10 minutes here, that would mean I'm going to add 10 only to the minute part. The hour is not going to change. So it's going to stay 10, but 40 minutes plus 10 minutes is 50 minutes. So that's 10 minutes, but I have to do 37. So I'm going to do another 10 minutes. I'm going to keep my hour the same, and I'm going to add 10 minutes to the 50. Well, 50 plus 10 is 60. Uh-oh, I can't have that, can I? So I'm going to go ahead and cross that out, even though I know that that was my answer, and I know that I'm going to go to 11 o'clock. 10, the hour of 10 and 60 more minutes is really 11 o'clock. Okay, so far I added 10, 20. I'm going to add 10 more minutes. That'll give me 30 minutes. And my 11 will stay the same. And 0 minutes plus 10 minutes is 10 minutes. So that could be 11, 10. So 10, 20, 30. I have to add 37, so I'm going to have to add 7 more minutes. And then I know I added all 37 of the minutes, and my hour stays the same. I add 10 minutes and 7 minutes, and I get 17 minutes. So the earliest he could have checked the soap would have been at 11:17 because he checked it the earliest 37 minutes. So I'm going to look. 10:57. Well, that's before this. So I know that that cannot be my answer. Cannot. Because this is the earliest. He could check it at 11:28. Yes, that's after that. He could check it at 12:15 because that's after this. But he could not check it at 11:10 because that's before it. That's right here before I added my 7 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one for you. Okay, so now the latest he checked it, was 93 minutes. Okay, so then you can figure out if he started at 10:40. That's when he filled it. And the duration was 93 minutes. Which one of these would be between? Because you see 93 minutes is the latest he waited to check that soap container. Okay? I'm going to let you finish that second part off. Keep in mind how many minutes are in an hour. Did an hour go by? Then was there more? So that's all I'm going to say for that one. Hopefully you can figure out this last part. Okay. All right, number 14 says an aquatic center where we place the tiles around the rectangular swimming pool. So you know me, if anybody knows me, anybody that's been in AMI, if I hear rectangular swimming pool, I am going to draw myself a rectangle. And it doesn't matter the size of the rectangle or if it's perfect or not. The pool is 36 meters long. So I'm going to go ahead and label that 36 meters and 25 meters wide. Here's the question. What is the perimeter? How do we find perimeter? You should remember a song should pop into your head. Perimeter goes around. And that's all I'm going to say about this one. You should be able to use that knowledge and finish the problem. All right, let's go to number 15. And we're talking about angles. It says angle X, W, Y has a measurement of 39. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red pen and go X, W, Y. I know I'm talking about that. I can see it's an acute angle, and they told us it's 39 degrees. So good. That makes sense to me. Great. Now they tell us that angle Y, W, Z, and I'm going to go ahead and use blue for that. My blue's working. Okay, let's use yellow instead. Y, W, Z. That is a right angle. Ooh, what do we know about a right angle? How many degrees is a right angle? That's what you have to know in order to write a number in here. Now, I'm not going to tell you that. You can go back through other videos that we have that will tell you exactly the degrees of a right angle. Now, the question is, my pens will not stay still. What is the measurement of angle X, W, Y? X, W, Y. And X, W, I'm sorry, Z. Z is that whole angle. Come on, pen. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll use a black pen then. You want to find the whole angle. So what would you do to these two numbers in order to find the whole angle? And these are your answers here. Okay, I don't know why that's being so fussy. Hopefully you can see that and it's not too blurry. I think it's the sun. Okay. The last one, I'm really not going to do too much with you. It's trying to figure out kilograms and a mass that's closest to that kilogram. Try to get this in focus. There we go. I'm so sorry. So let's go back to this one. I think you can understand. We're looking for the entire angle here. We know this. We know that's a right angle. Okay. And for the last one, we're talking about Jacob's dog. It tells you how much it does weigh. And they want you to compare it to a bowling ball, a notebook, a truck, or a shirt. So I'm going to let you figure that one out. You might look at old videos to help you. All right, so I'm glad you came to visit on Thinking Thursday, and that takes us to another week of at-home instruction. I hope everybody's safe. Pretty soon, it looks like we will be loosening some things, and maybe you can go out to a store or out to play. So again, stay safe. We miss you, and check out the videos from Miss Argo and myself. Adios.